I wouldn't mind if they just abolished the divisions altogether and did what they do in the Big 12, where you're guaranteed the top two teams play each other again, or, well, I guess wouldn't necessarily be guaranteed again with 14 teams, but that you would have the top two teams either by record or ranking, however you would do it, would play for the championship. And that might be a little bit more of a common sense way to do things. But, they tried the first 3 or 4 years to do this based on competitive balance over 5, 10, 15, 25-year period. And nobody liked that. So, because it was too confusing, or Legends and Leaders was hokey, or whatever the complaint was. So they went straight East-West. And I think the East has won every game since then. So, it's been rough sailing for the East, for the West in this arrangement.
So that would have been, Steve, I believe 2014 would have been, I think the first playoff year would have been the first year of the East-West situation, because 2013 was the Ohio State-Michigan State Big Ten championship game. So I think that was the last year of those old divisions, Legends and Leaders. And then 2014 was the first East-West. So you're looking at 14 through 19, that's 6 games. Yeah, the East is 6-0. But of course, Ohio State's 4-0 during that time. Or maybe 5. I think
they have
all
4 of
Ohio
them.
State except for the Penn State win over, the Penn State win over Wisconsin.
Yeah, I guess that would be true.
It's basically Ohio State over the West is what it's been.
Well, in 15, Michigan State won.
Oh, that's right. I missed the year there.
They beat
Michigan
Ohio
State, Penn State.
And 16, Penn State won. So
it's 4 for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, 4-0 for Ohio State. And what is it? 3 of those are over Wisconsin. So one of them over Northwestern. Amazing, Northwestern has been to this championship game, and Michigan has not. Pretty stunning development there. The list of schools that haven't been there, obviously Indiana, Maryland, and Rutgers on one side. Who on the other? Illinois hasn't been there. What's at Purdue? Yeah.
Nebraska. Well, Nebraska's been there. Yeah.
Yeah, Nebraska's been there. So you've got maybe 6 schools that haven't been there. So
it would be somewhat interesting to back up, Stephen, look at the Legends and Leaders divisions and then play it out to see what would have happened. Obviously, you can't go through the schedules, but how it would have looked the last 6 years with that format, with, of course, Wisconsin being in the division with Ohio State, and then moving Michigan State to the other side.
Yeah, I think it would be interesting. And again, I'm not sure where having divisions really has paid a huge dividend, and kind of like that Big 12 model, where maybe you would keep 2 protected rivals for Ohio State, probably Penn State and Michigan, and just rotate the other 7, every year. And, if a player currently is at a Big Ten school and they play 5 years, at some point in their 5-year tenure, they will play, or they're supposed to play, every other Big Ten opponent. I'm not sure it can be done in a 4-year window the way it's set up, but that is at least what they tell us. So, I think that's good, but magically we see Ohio State and Nebraska have been kind of joined at the hip, and they'll play Nebraska again this year. They're playing Illinois and Iowa this year. They haven't been – they were at Iowa, I guess, the year they lost there in 2017 they lost there. So I don't remember the last time Iowa came to Ohio State. It was sometime prior to that. So, I guess it is good to get a mix going in that regard. And they go to Illinois this year, which is an easy trip. You can be there door to door from Columbus in 4.5 hours. That's not bad. So it's a little bit farther than going to Indiana or Purdue. So, that's not too bad. The division, as I've joked, by adding Rutgers and Maryland, we no longer have to go to Illinois and Purdue every other year. And that's a good thing.